Hi there. Today on this Millennial Review, we're talking about the OAproda generic battery for Canon cameras. This is the LP-E17 battery. So that works with a lot of the Rebel series cameras like the T6i, and it also works with the Canon M series, so the M3, M5, and M6, which I typically use to film my videos. Now, when talking about these batteries, it's important to mention that the factory Canon battery, it has a little microchip inside of it that allows the Canon EOS M3 camera, the M3, M5, M6, all of those, to be able to display battery life and things like that. And when you look at the description from OAproda about their charger and their batteries, what they let you know is that it's not going to be compatible. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't use the batteries with that EOS M3, M5, or M6. It just means that when you have the battery installed, it's actually not going to show the amount of battery life remaining. Now, on the Rebel series cameras, it does. So, not sure why that is, but they do give you that little piece of information inside of the packaging. OAproda also mentions that in their listing, which is a good thing for sure. But I went ahead and bought them anyways because purchasing 2 batteries and a charger from OAproda is considerably less expensive than even buying just 1 battery from Canon. So I decided give it a shot, see what I think of them. Now, I just got back from a nice vacation, which is what prompted me to purchase these OAproda batteries. And speaking about it, there's a couple of things that I really like about these batteries. Now, the first is going to be that the batteries themselves seem to have virtually the same lifespan as the stock Canon battery. They do claim to be a 1380 milliamp hour battery, which is pretty good size. When you take a look at that compared to the standard battery, it's 1040 milliamp hours. Now, in my experience, they last virtually the same amount of time. I'm not sure that this goes any longer than the factory battery does, but it did allow me out on some of the shore excursions and things like that to be able to get lots of video, lots of footage, and have enough battery to do it. Another thing that brought me towards buying these OAprodas was that the charger that it actually comes with is a USB style charger. This means that it's going to come with a USB cable to go ahead and plug into the charger, and that means when you're out on a long trip, you can have one of those large battery banks or something like that come with you and plug it in, where the standard Canon charger, it uses that American plug. And unfortunately, that means out on a long shore excursion or something like that, it's unlikely you're going to have a chance to recharge the batteries. Now, a couple of things to mention. Because the OAproda battery does not have that microchip in it, or at least one that functions the same way that the Canon battery does, you are actually not able to charge the OAproda batteries in the Canon charger. They don't recommend doing that, but you can actually charge the factory Canon battery in the OAproda charger. So that's an interesting thing. It's nice to keep in mind. Now, when the packaging came in this pretty nondescript box, just mentioning that it was for the LP-E17 batteries. Each of the pieces were nicely packaged in there, so that's a nice thing. But one thing I do want to mention is the charger itself came with a cable, but it actually doesn't come with a plug to go into the wall. So I've had good luck just using standard iPhone cable, or rather plug, and that's worked just fine, but it does allow you to charge these out of your laptop or virtually anything. So the next video that we'll do here, I just want to show you what it looks like on the camera screen as far as not connecting up with the chip, and then I also want to show you just how the charger itself works. So we'll go ahead and take the factory Canon battery here, slide it into the camera first. Go ahead and power on the camera, and you'll notice if you take a look to the left hand of the screen here, up by the video icon, you'll actually see that we've got a full battery. It shows how much charge is there. We'll go ahead and turn the camera off, pop that battery out, and the new OAproda battery actually slides right in, same place. It clicks in very, very nicely. Close it, and then if we power on, you'll notice the only thing that's changed is it's actually missing that indicator for how much life is left in the camera, or rather in the battery. Now, I haven't found that to be much of an issue. Really, I keep shooting until the battery's dead, so I don't really worry about it. And if there's something new that I'm worried about, just being able to get all the way through, say, what I'm videoing or something like that, an easy solution is just to go ahead and change to a fresh battery. Let's go ahead and take a look at the charger. So it's a pretty slim, pretty small charger. You can actually see it's about half the thickness and only slightly taller than the factory one. Now, this charger itself does come with a nice factory cable. It's fairly long. It feels like pretty good quality. But like I said, we do need to run our own plug for the USB. So you can plug this into a laptop, or in this case, we've got our iPhone charger, and just slide that right into the power strip there. Now, if you plug the charger in, you'll see the charger will have two green lights that show up. That's because it's saying it's ready to be used. If you slide one of the batteries in, it'll actually turn to red. When that battery is fully charged, it'll turn back to green. It's nice because you can actually, as you can see, charge two batteries at once, which is a very, very great feature. And like I said before, you can plug this battery charger into a power bank, something like that, so you can actually charge on the road, where the standard Canon battery charger is just the typical two-prong. It's also nice because you can charge the factory Canon battery inside of the OAproda charger. You just cannot charge one of these batteries back into the Canon one because it just doesn't work. So after taking a look at that, I just want to go over that overall, I'm pretty happy with these batteries. It's allowed me to do a lot longer trips with my Canon EOS M3, catch a lot more video, and that sort of thing. And overall, I just have to say that I'm pretty happy with these batteries, considering the awfully low cost in comparison to purchasing the OEM Canon batteries. And I especially like just the basic charger here because it does a good job and it offers a lot more flexibility. Thanks for watching, and go ahead and subscribe for more.